Did you know that cats can actually experience stress levels similar to humans when their routines are disrupted? Psychology studies on animal behavior show that even small changes, like moving furniture or raising your voice, can spike their anxiety. In this video, we're diving into 11 surprising things your cat desperately wants you to stop doing right now. Some of these might feel harmless to us, but for your feline friend, they're deal breakers. 1. Talking at them. Quick question. Have you ever launched into a full-blown monologue at your cat, only to notice them blinking slowly or yawning? They're not being rude. Well, not intentionally. It's just that cats process communication very differently than we do. They thrive on subtlety. Tone, rhythm, and eye contact matter far more than your dramatic reenactment of the grocery store saga. Constant chatter can actually overwhelm them, especially if your voice is louder or more animated than usual. Think about it. Would you enjoy living with someone who gives TED Talks at the dinner table every night? Exactly. Try saving your long-winded speeches for a friend and keep interactions with your cat calm, short, and attuned to their body language. They'll thank you with a much more relaxed response. 2. Ignoring their chosen do not disturb zones. Does your cat have that one sacred corner of the house? Maybe a particular chair, the top of the bookshelf, or that random cardboard box you've been meaning to recycle? Here's the thing. Cats set up invisible velvet ropes around these zones. They're not just lounging there for fun. They've declared it a private sanctuary. When you plop yourself down in their chosen spot, move their blankets, or worse, try to share, you're trampling all over their boundaries. Imagine someone hopping onto your bed without asking. Not cool, right? Respect their chosen territories and you'll avoid becoming the villain in their diary, if cats kept diaries, which, let's be honest, they probably do in their heads. 3. Overspritzing the house with strong scents. Ever walk into a store where the perfume section practically slaps you in the face? Now imagine that, but with a nose 14 times more sensitive. That's your cat. Scented candles, plug-in air fresheners, sprays, incense. These might smell lovely to us, but they can overwhelm and even stress out your feline roommate. Cats rely heavily on scent to map their world. When everything smells like ocean breeze or vanilla cookie swirl, it wipes out their familiar scent markers and creates confusion. It feels like home, but doesn't smell like it. If you're a fragrance fanatic, go easy. Your cat isn't craving lavender sunrise. They're craving consistency. 4. Rearranging the furniture like you're on a home makeover show. You know how cats can seem like little explorers padding around like they're surveying their kingdom? That kingdom is mapped out with precision. Every leap, every dash, every nap zone, they know it by heart. Now picture them coming home to find the couch moved, the chairs swapped, and their favorite window perch gone. To you, it's a fun refresh. To them, it's like you just scrambled their GPS. This disruption can spark anxiety, even making them avoid parts of the house altogether. If you absolutely must redecorate, try keeping at least 1 or 2 of their favorite landmarks intact. That way they've got familiar anchors in their suddenly unrecognizable world. 5. Flooding them with quality time on your schedule. Ever notice how cats seem to have impeccable timing when it comes to asking for attention? Usually when you're reading, typing, or on a call? That's because their internal rhythm is tuned to their own needs, not yours. But here's where many of us go wrong. We decide when we want cat cuddles and swoop in like an overeager ant at a family gathering. Cats crave autonomy. When you scoop them up, plop them on your lap, or keep petting long past the point where they start flicking their tail, you're crossing into too much territory. A better approach? Let them come to you. Think of yourself as the snack table at a party. People drift over when they're ready, not when you drag them by the arm. 6. Playing DJ with loud, chaotic sounds. How often do you crank up music, binge Netflix at full blast, or test out a new gadget that makes odd beeps? Your cat hears it all, amplified. Cats have an incredible hearing range, tuned not just for survival, but for detecting the tiniest squeaks of prey. So, when you're blasting heavy bass or running the blender at 7 a.m., your cat is basically living inside a drum. This doesn't mean you need to live in silence like a monk, but try being mindful. Lower the volume, offer a quiet space where your cat can retreat. And remember, they didn't sign up for the rave you're throwing in your living room. 7. Dressing them up like they're auditioning for a costume drama. Tiny hats, dinosaur outfits, holiday sweaters. Look, we get it. Cats look ridiculously cute in costumes. But let's be honest, most of them don't share our enthusiasm for cosplay. Clothing restricts their natural movements, masks their scent, and makes them feel trapped. That adorable photo op often comes at the price of genuine discomfort. Ask yourself, are you putting the costume on because your cat loves it? or because you love how they look in it. Unless your feline genuinely enjoys wearing a harness or shirt, a rare few do. It's best to let them strut around in their natural fur coat. Trust me, they're fashionable enough already. 8. Interrupting their window TV time. Have you ever noticed your cat staring intently out the window, completely mesmerized? That's not idle gazing. For them, it's Netflix, YouTube, and primetime drama all rolled into one. Birds flitting, squirrels scurrying, leaves dancing. It's stimulation, enrichment, and entertainment. When you pull down the blinds, plop something on the windowsill, or block their view with stacks of boxes, you're essentially switching off their favorite channel mid-episode. If privacy or sunlight is an issue, compromise. Keep a designated cat-friendly window accessible, because let's face it, depriving them of squirrel soap operas is practically criminal in their book. 9. Clapping, snapping, or using startle tactics. Think about how you feel when someone sneaks up and yells, "Boo!" Startling, right? Now imagine living with someone who does that every time you scratch the furniture or hop on the counter. Many cat parents resort to loud claps, snaps, or even shaking a can of pennies to correct behavior. But here's the problem. It doesn't teach your cat why not to do something. It just makes them wary of you. Cats thrive on trust. Startle tactics chip away at that, and in some cases, can make behaviors worse out of stress. Instead, redirect their energy. Give them scratching posts, puzzle toys, or vertical climbing spaces. Positive reinforcement lasts a whole lot longer than fear-based tricks. 10. Treating playtime like an afterthought. Here's a scenario. Your cat zooms around the living room, skidding across the rug like a furry race car. You roll your eyes and think, ugh, not now. But to them, that chaotic sprint is more than just goofing off. It's a survival exercise. Cats need regular play to mimic hunting cycles. Without it, pent-up energy can lead to destructive behavior, weight gain, and even moodiness. The mistake many of us make is treating play like a chore or skipping it altogether. But here's a fun fact. Just 10 to 15 minutes of focused play can dramatically improve their well-being. So grab that feather wand, laser pointer, or crinkle ball, and embrace the inner hunter your cat's been waiting to unleash. 11. Assuming silence means contentment. Cats are masters of subtlety. Unlike dogs, they don't often bark or whine to express discomfort. Instead, they go quiet. Too quiet. Many owners mistake this for independence or happiness, when in reality, silence can signal stress, pain, or loneliness. So if your once chatty cat suddenly goes mum, or their usual antics vanish into eerie calm, don't brush it off. Pay attention to the little things. Eating habits, grooming, even where they choose to nap. Their silence is a message. It's up to you to listen. Sometimes the loudest cries are the ones we don't hear at all. And there you have it. Those are the things your cat desperately wants you to stop doing. Curious for more insights? Discover how they show loyalty, or find out whether your cat is showing signs that they are just waiting to be understood. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.